DealExtreme.com asked us if we wanted to review this paper airplane electric conversion kit, and we love paper airplanes, so we thought we'd give it a try and show you what it can do today on RC 101 with the Taoist Flyer. It usually sells for $14.99, but it seems to be out of stock at the moment. But don't worry, if you want one after watching this video, they have a cheaper $10 version that is in stock, and they also have a $31 RC version that we might test out later. As for this version, it comes with 24 pieces of paper with national flags printed on them, and each one can be made into a very traditional looking paper airplane pretty easily. There are a lot of flags in the bunch, so you should be able to find one that represents your homeland, but strangely enough, there's even a flag for North Korea. Maybe they didn't want the North to feel left out, or maybe they just didn't want to end up in the interview part 2. Anyway, the aircraft's easy enough to fold, and it even has lines printed on both sides that cleverly overlap while folding. I'm a Yank, so I figured I should probably try out the good old red, white, and blue and see how she flies. I also figured it'd be a good idea to test out the electric paper airplane against a more traditional human-powered paper airplane. These tests aren't conclusive, but hey, it's only a paper moon. You can try it for yourself. The traditional paper airplane, by the way, is an F16 Dart that we designed a while back. It's made from the same type of paper as the electric paper airplane. If you want one, there's a link for you to print your own F16 Dart in the description. You can also cut it out so that it looks like a real F-16 if you want. Just fold up the big gray triangles on the front and use them as nose weights to make that version fly. The electric paper airplane is basically a tiny electric motor connected to a capacitor that acts as the battery. You use a charger with 3 AA batteries in it to charge the capacitor. It takes about 20 seconds to charge, and it takes about a minute or two before it fully discharges. It only gives full thrust for a few seconds, but if you're up high enough on a hill or a building when you launch, the extra minute of lower thrust should make for a little bit longer of a flight. Anyway, let's see how the two aircraft fare in a real-world comparison, shall we?
Start with the F-16, old school. To about there. Now we got to charge this up. Takes 20 seconds to charge. Here we go. 20, 19, 8, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. About the same distance. F-16. Two, 1. Here we go. It's about the same distance. 4, 3, 2, 1. So that one landed. Now let's try our unpowered F-16 old school.
Well, it seems like sometimes they went about the same distance, and sometimes the electric version would go a few feet further. I could tell that the motor actually was giving it enough thrust to fly those few extra feet, and just in case you're curious, I did fly the electric version without the motor running a few times, and it didn't go as far. Even though it only gave it a few extra feet of flight, it felt good to see a paper airplane flying under its own power. I don't know if I achieved the level of joy as the kid on the back of the box, but I did have fun testing it out. We appreciate you taking a look at this little paper airplane kit with us today. There are links in the description if you want to pick one up, and if you want the F-16 blueprints, those are completely free, but you're welcome to donate if you like it. As always, thanks for watching RC 101 with the Taoist Flyer. If you haven't already subscribed, then don't forget to click that button, and if you are a subscriber, then stay tuned for more.